Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. I have made a few videos about the Desh, Kaal, Patra situation and how we can get caught in it and how that plays a very important part in our lives. And this is a sweeping statement from the Srishti, from the creation, from the zodiac, where it does not see right or wrong, it does not see rich or poor. The reaper just sways its axe, and whoever falls in the way, they are the ones who pay the price. So a situation like the COVID is also a situation of Desh, Kaal, Patra. What is Desh, Kaal, Patra? It means Desh means the country or the region that you are born in. Kaal means the time that you are born in, the time period that you are born in, and Patra means the tribe or the family or the village that you may be born in, or the community that you may be born in, or the society that you may be born in. So Desh, Kaal, Patra play a strong part on our lives. If you are born in a certain country, the country's economic situation, the country's health situation may play a large effect on your education, your upbringing, your health, your way of thinking, your culture, your eating habits, and number of other things. Then the time period that you are born in. If you are born in the US, even in America, say 300 years back, then you may have been born in a country which was not even established yet. Maybe Red Indians were still there, and it was ridden with all sorts of challenges and issues and diseases. Whereas in 300 years back, 400 years back, India was a very prosperous country. So if you're born in India during that point of time, about 400 years back, then you would have been born in a very rich country whose GDP was almost 25% of the GDP of the world. But if you're born in India now, we know that the US is much more powerful economically. The per capita income of somebody in the US is much higher than somebody in India today. So the time period also plays a huge part on our lives, which time period we are born in and which country that we are born in, which region you are born in. And the third, the tribe or the community or the society or the family that we are born in also plays a huge part on our lives. If you are born in a very poor family, even if you are in the US, you may still go through a lot of suffering, you may go through a lot of challenges, and you may have to really work your way up and work very hard, sometimes even to make the ends meet. Whereas you may be born in a very rich family, but in a very poor African country, but you are born in a rich family, so you still have all the resources. People around you may go hungry, people around you may not have, but you are born in a rich family, you may still have the resources. You may fly out of the country to get all sorts of resources, you may import them, you can fly out within hours notice to get health care, and you are still better off than others. So the family that you are born in also plays a part. So the Desh, Kaal, Patra plays a huge part on our lives, apart from the horoscope that we carry or the ascendant that we are born in. But how much does the Desh, Kaal, Patra play on our lives apart from a horoscope? So roughly you can say, while the horoscope leads the way and helps us form or use those opportunities or face those challenges that are thrown at us, however, the ingredients that are given to us or the vessel in which you mix the ingredients is the Desh, Kaal, Patra, and you can't escape that, and that has a strong bearing on our lives. And hence we need to be wary of what Desh, Kaal, Patra that we are born in, or the situation that we are in at that current moment and going forward also, because the Desh, Kaal, Patra may also change from time to time. For example, at least the Desh part and the time period, the Kaal part, plays a part on our life, even if the family doesn't, because we can't make a choice. We can't make a choice of the time period also. However, we can make a choice of, in that particular time period, would you want to be in that area or not, or you want to be in some other area, or you want to do something else. because family, of course, we can't change. However, we don't have the freedom to just choose, okay, tomorrow I want to be a citizen of US, let me fly there. So we don't have the choices so easily. So even those choices are limited. So in some way we are chained by the chains of the horoscope and the Desh Kaal Patra. But the problem is that when the Desh Kaal Patra strikes, we seem to have just no free will at all left. So what is Desh Kaal Patra? You are caught in a certain situation, like for example in the COVID. If you are caught in Italy, start of last year, beginning of January 2020, you know what the situation was. Or getting caught in New York between February or March last year, we know what the situation was there for months together. Or in a country like Brazil or the UK or France, a lot of them are doing much better now. However, we could have been caught in those situations, or some of us may have been caught in those situations. Some of us must have escaped, but a lot of people also succumbed. Now, when thousands of people succumb to a Desh Kaal Patra situation, all the horoscopes may not be bad or worse or showing that. Yet, when the Desh Kaal Patra, the reaper, sweeps his or her axe, whoever comes in the way gets caught in that. So, if you come in the grip of a Desh Kaal Patra situation, what do you do? For example, a lot of people in Japan got caught in the Fukushima disaster. A lot of people lost their lives, a lot of people lost all the assets also. Or the volcano outburst in Europe a few years back, or during the tsunami which happened in the initial parts of the millennium, 2004 or 5, if I remember right. The tsunami which hit Indonesia was devastated. Many places around the Indian Ocean region got devastated. India also bore the brunt of that the tsunami. At least more than 2.5–3 lakh people lost within a vicinity of within a few hundred kilometers in fact. So you can be caught in a situation, in an earthquake, you may be caught in a tsunami, you may be caught in a volcano, like we are caught in this COVID today. Or you could be caught, you are going in a bus and the bus falls into a river or into a gorge, or falls off the freeway, or falls off the bridge that you are on, or you are caught on a stampede. Just about 8–9 years back we heard, or 7 or 8 years back, there was this stampede which was on a foot-over bridge and on a railway platform in Bombay. And we also heard that many people tens of people lost their lives. Now all those 50, 60, 70 people who lost their lives may not have had bad horoscope which showed death during that period. Yet when the reaper sways his axe or her axe, you all get caught. So what do we do not to get caught in a situation where we become helpless and we are the receiving end of Desh Kaal Patra? The first and foremost is to try and be safe when you are hit by Desh Kaal Patra. Not to venture into those situations, keep ourselves safe, follow the instructions or the guidelines given to us. If we are following the guidelines, then to a large extent we will be safe. If we don't follow the guidelines, we may not be safe. A lot of people who succumbed to COVID-19 or the coronavirus may not have been ones who did not wear a mask or did not do social distancing, but they must have been caught because of the situation being such where they may be traveling or they may be in the vicinity of people who are not wearing a mask and they just got caught. So if these people probably would have been safer at home, I'm not trying to blame anybody, but I'm saying the more and more safe that you are, the less that you get caught in the Desh Kaal Patra situation and not get caught in the axe, the swaying of the axe when the reaper will do. So try and be safer, follow the norms and stay away from the situations. Wherever there is a higher chance of the negative energy, stay away from such situations. So whenever the Desh Kaal Patra situation strikes, the reaper strikes, it is generally in a place, if you'll see, in crowded places, or there are multitude of people who are collecting at a certain place and where that strike happens. For example, the the Kedarnath floods which happened, which got thousands and thousands of people, and thousands of people lost their lives also. So you never know when you can get caught in that. So now we have to go about our lives normally, and we should do that. But when we see that we are getting caught in a situation, try and move away from it as much as possible and follow the guidelines. Try and be safe. Second thing is to do the ethical things even when we are caught in this. Not to try to, if you are in a situation where there is only one life vest and that somebody else has it, and you trying to snatch the life vest from somebody else because you want to be safe, and so that's an unethical thing to do. You will have to probably find some other way to save yourself. So so not to get caught in such a situation, and not to do the unethical thing when such a thing happens. I've heard that oxygen cylinders were going in black market in Delhi. Now those people who could afford to buy in black market even $1,000 per oxygen cylinder could afford it, but the poor people suffered. So here, when we have the means and we want to save the life of a loved one, we do loosen our purse strings. But we may be acting in the direction of taking away the option of somebody else, taking away the option to live of somebody else. Now it can easily be said this all is fair in life, because we have the resources, why not spend? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't spend those resources, but to buy in black rather than and to spend more money on getting those resources, knowing that somebody else may not be able to pay the price, and to buy your money, to buy your way through using your money, your resources, your power, your influence. So think about it before you actually have to get into the situation. So my suggestion is, try to do the ethical thing, try to do the right thing as much as possible, and not to get caught in the situation. But the best thing to do when you are hit by Desh, Kaal, Patra is to have lived a life where you have a purpose of life, a good purpose of life. It saves you from a lot of challenges. Many times our intentions, good intentions of doing something worthwhile, doing something as a good purpose of our lives, helps us and helps save our loved ones also from those challenges. So if you have an intention of doing good, if I earn so much money when I am 60, 70 years of old, if I have $1 billion, then $500 million out of that I will donate. If this happens, then I will do that. If that happens, that is not an intention, that is a wish list. So that is not counted. You need to have an intention and act towards that intention. If you are not acting towards the intention, but you just have an intention in your mind and your heart, there is no action, then definitely you are not being somebody who is doing something as a purpose of life, as a good purpose of life, or acting in the direction of helping or serving humanity. So if you truly want to be saved from the Desh, Kaal, Patra situation to a large extent, and to save your family members also, because sometimes it so happens somebody else bears the brunt of somebody else's wrongdoing. A driver who's reeking of alcohol driving the bus, and he committing an accident, 50-60 people dying in the process. So here, because of somebody else's mistake also, a lot of other people may get caught. Sometimes you may be the reaper may have come for you and wanting you and maybe 10 other people in a group. There must be 20-30 other people also. When the reaper sways his or her axe, all the 50-60 people apart from those 10 to 15 people are also collateral damage. So that your family members don't become the collateral damage because of your misdoings, it's always good to be somebody who does always righteous behavior, carries yourself with ethical values, principles, and has a good intention and acts in the direction of helping others, doing something worthwhile with your life, doing something purposeful with your life. Then many times, because of that and because of blessings of others who have been at the receiving end of your kindness, of your act, of your donation, of your help, of your service, of your support, because of those, of the good karma, because of the blessings, because of the prayers of this those people, and because of the blessings of the Supreme Energy and Supreme Lord wanting to you to be there as an ambassador for His work, you may be saved from the Desh Kaal Patra. Some of us may be saved even today because of some act of kindness that we did, but it is only so much karma that we carry, and many times the good karma gets wiped out because of wrongdoings that we also do. So if you keep adding the good karma to a kitty, then it's easier to save ourselves from challenges, issues, problems where the Desh Kaal Patra is going to put us into. So always have good intentions and act in that direction. Having good intentions of doing something later on, after a few months, 10 months, year, 10 years from now, is not counted. That is not counted as good karma. Having good karma or having intention of good karma and acting on that. So if you're saying, when I die, I will donate my eyes, but you don't take a form, you don't sign on the form of donating your organs, then it remains a wish list. It remains only an intention. There is no act. But if you have signed on the dotted line and told your family that when I die, donate my organs, donate my eyes, then you have done good karma. And if you have made a will that whenever I die, whatever my assets are, 20%, 30% of them are donated to this XYZ organization, then that is an action. And every month, not waiting till you die, every month, if you make it a point that 1% of all my earnings, I will count my earnings for that month. I will not cheat, I will count that properly, and 1% of my earnings every month I will donate. In fact, more. For example, Muslims are supposed to donate 2.5% of their wealth every year, which can be counted as 2.5% every month. So end of the year, 2.5% every month becomes for the entire year. Whatever money you have accumulated, whatever assets you have to donate 2.5% of that as zakat or the poor tax or whatever you can call it. So try and make a disciplined approach and a dedicated approach to doing good things, and do it regularly. Make it as part of your life, make it as a part of the work that you do, make it as a part of the duties that you do, the responsibilities that you do. If you make doing good karma, helping others as a duty that you need to do, your responsibility that you need to do, just as much as taking a taking the vaccine during the pandemic becomes your duty and your responsibility, not only to yourself but also to others. Similarly, doing good, living a life of purpose, helping others, and starting to act now is the duty and your responsibility. So don't wait, because at least I was caught in Desh Kaal Patra situation at least 2 to 3 times in life, and I got out of it, and easily, and much to the blessings of the Supreme Lord. However, some of us may not be not be that lucky. So why get caught in that situation? Now I don't know whether I have blessings of my parents or blessings of some good thing somewhere I must have done, but I try and do as much as possible, not only through money but also through service or through acts, and I try to keep as much as ethical behavior as possible, or at least consciously I try to be very, very ethical. If I do something inadvertently without knowledge, then if I get to know, apologize. So apologize for something that you've done inadvertently, and leave all baggage behind. Negativity attracts negativity. If there is a fire burning, what becomes the fuel for the fire? So papers lying around, clothes lying around, dry things lying around become the fuel for the fire, or fuel itself adds to the fuel for the fire. So try and take away the fuel of negativity. So if you are carrying baggage, negative baggage, take my word for it, Desh Kaal Patra also looks at the fuel in our hearts, the negative fuels in our hearts and in our minds, to extract from the energy and to use it against us. So don't give the chance to Desh Kaal Patra, don't give a chance to the Reaper to take us through that. Now Desh Kaal Patra is not always bad. If you're caught in a good Desh Kaal Patra, good period, in a good family, in a good country, then things can be very, very good for us. However, 99% of the world is not a billionaire, they are all not stars, they don't have all the affluence in life, so we know that the great opportunity of Desh Kaal Patra is for a very, very minuscule of people, and generally it may be because of their good karma or blessings that they have done. And many of the rich people also do a lot of philanthropic things. So why wait for us to become great or celebrity in our own way, or to do it later? Start doing today. Don't take a chance with Desh Kaal Patra. Don't take a chance with the goodness of the lives or the good bearing of our loved ones or the people around us who we care for, lest we get caught or our loved ones get caught in the reaper's swing of the axe. So friends, this is not about looking into your horoscope. Look into your hearts and mind, and not only make an intention, act in the direction of doing good, giving back to society, taking care of the poor, taking care of the people who are not as lucky as you, and doing as an act, and regularly. Start today. We don't know whether we have a tomorrow or not. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation for me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend, astrologer and guide, Irfan, signing off. Ciao.